Welcome to ICEF Monitor's weekly news roundup, keeping you up to date with all the latest trends and developments in our sector. I'm Lucinda Bowden, and here are this week's top stories. The global international education industry is poised not only for recovery from pandemic losses, but also for major expansion, according to a new analysis from the market intelligence firm IQ. It forecasts over $430 billion in international student spending by 2030. That's more than double what it was in 2019. Also this week, parents play a key role in students' decision-making about study abroad, and understanding their most pressing needs, questions and priorities in the COVID pandemic era is crucial for institutions everywhere. And a newly released survey of agents and schools finds a modest increase in optimism for recovery in the near term, but a more conservative outlook for business volumes through the first half of 2023. Don't forget to subscribe to our website icefmonitor.com for additional market intelligence for the international student recruitment sector. The global international education industry is poised not only for recovery from pandemic losses, but also for major expansion. That's according to a new analysis from the market intelligence firm ICEF. The firm anticipates that 8 million international students will be enrolled with foreign higher education institutions by 2030, 3 million more than were abroad in 2019, and that their total spending will amount to more than double what it was before the pandemic. In 2019, total international student spending spread across tuition, accommodation, food, retail, insurance, technology and transport was estimated at $196 billion. IQ predicts that will rise to $433 billion by 2030. By far the most demand will come from Africa and Asia. But for the time being, students looking for top-ranked universities will often choose destinations such as the UK, the US, Australia and Canada. Similarly, NAFSA turned to international education experts last month for insights about what the future may hold. Here are some of the ideas put forth. 2022 and beyond will call for a shift away from a front-loaded paradigm in recruitment, admissions, enrolment and entry to one where international students arrive and thrive. This shift is critical because students too are increasingly asking how their future institutions and host countries will serve them and what sorts of opportunities will be available to them. And another from Jane Gatewood from University of Rochester: will students still travel for degrees? Of course, but they may also be pickier about where they will go and how far. Prestige will continue to draw students and talent will move. But I think we can also expect that students may contemplate more intra-regional moves, and this provides an opportunity for more institutions in the Global East and Global South to grow. Looking at IQ forecasting, the future looks bright, but also different, and it seems clear incorporating new thinking, platforms, partnerships and markets into existing strategies will be required to seize those opportunities. Parents play a key role in students' decision-making about study abroad, and understanding their most pressing needs, questions and priorities in the COVID pandemic era is crucial for institutions everywhere. The best international education marketers understand that it isn't only students who have dreams for their future, lives and careers, but also their parents. Parents are often deeply involved and invested in students' decisions about study abroad, including choice of destination, institution, degree and accommodation. The pandemic has amplified the need to reach out to parents, as many need more assurances and ongoing communication than they may have pre-COVID. Ensuring that you have good targeted information for parents on your website is a must. Better yet, add a personalised email marketing campaign to the mix so that parents feel especially engaged with your institution. Social media is another channel to investigate, and there are influential parent-only groups to be found and engaged with, including Circle of Mums, which Higher Education Marketing, or HEM, describes as an influential WeChat group consisting mostly of mothers of Chinese students who are interested in sending their children to education institutions in the United States. HEM points out that parents may be more concerned with financial considerations than students are, since they are often more responsible for funding students' education than the students themselves. Underlying the importance of transparency about costs and advice about budgeting when communicating with parents. Parents are also powerful brand advocates. When their children are experiencing success at an institution, parents will tell their friends whose children may also be considering studying abroad. As with students, the success of the strategy will hinge on how thoughtfully designed it is and how much commitment goes into maintaining it and ensuring that parents feel respected and valued rather than simply marketed to. And a newly released survey of agents and schools by ALTO, the Association of Language Travel Organisations, finds a modest increase in optimism for recovery in the near term, but a more conservative outlook for business volumes through the first half of 2023. The overarching view in the survey is that business volumes will recover to roughly half of pre-pandemic levels by summer 2022. While there are some variations from quarter to quarter, expectations among schools in some of the major language learning destinations are quite consistent over time. A similar pattern is playing out among agent respondents. Agency projections in Q4 for September to December 2021 are slightly up on the Q3 figures, but long-term projections show a gradual decline from January 2022 onwards. Also of note in this edition of the Pulse survey is that Latin American agencies are showing for the first time an above average level of optimism, with agencies in the region expecting to recover roughly 75% of pre-pandemic business volumes by spring 2023. Well, that's your weekly news roundup. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest industry trends in the international student recruitment sector.